hold on.
keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? You said you care for me,
Louisiana, murder on the beat. Something for y'all to cut up to, you know.
Dude, I can do a backflip.
Everybody get your roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year like.
Welcome back, Turf Talks, episode number 11 this time, gentlemen. We got the boys back in the house. Appreciate you guys all watching as always. This just wrapped up week 12 of the NFL that we'll dive into today. But hey guys, how was the Thanksgiving weekend? I know big holiday just this last week. Anybody do anything crazy or fun with their families?
Went to a hairball concert.
Hairball concert? Those guys are like Aberdeen legends, are they not?
I don't know what they
I don't know if they're from Aberdeen, but all I know is that they're always playing like on Main Street or some shit in town, I feel like.
No, not these guys.
At the Odie Center.
Not these guys.
Well, it's the same. It's the same fucking band. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, not this hairball, the other hairball.
They put on like a good performance though. Actually, they played at the is it District in Sioux Falls?
Oh yeah,
and like they just dressed up as like Hollywood back in the 80s, like and reenacted.
Yeah,
like cover songs, basically.
Like a cover band, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, no, they always play like on just like random ass like
They're
not the
always
car
in
show.
Aberdeen.
I guess
they always do
I don't
something
ever
in
see that
Aberdeen.
then.
Yeah, no, there's like whatever is on Main Street. It's not like the car show, but they always have some type of like festival or something. At least they used to on Main Street in town. And Hairball, I feel like, is always the headliner that's playing. So, well, that's cool. You were in Sioux Falls then for all of Thanksgiving or just for the concert?
Just for the concert, and then had Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. Watched my team get embarrassed, and then went home.
There you go.
Drank a lot of beer at that concert.
Always. Were we drinking Coors?
Well, yeah, that's what they had.
All right. What do you mean that's what they had? Like,
well,
I guess
they got options. Yeah, they didn't have banquets, so I had to stick with Coors.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's fair enough. I was like, there's no way. It's Coors or bust for you, man, right?
No banquets, but I'll definitely take a Coors.
All right.
Okay. Sounds good. What did you guys do? Spence, what did you do for Thanksgiving?
What I do, I went to my parents' house, had some food, chilled, came back here, just watched some football. I mean, I was surprised by some of the games. And then, what's up, Trey?
What games were you surprised by?
The first one.
Oh, that
And
game?
then, and then I rocked out to Jack Harlow. And
It's talking about Thanksgiving, buddy.
Oh my God. Can we talk about how shitty that halftime performance was by Jack Harlow?
It wasn't bad. It was the props.
My favorite was the guy in the background.
Yeah.
He's the hype man.
It's the whole definition of it. Can I bring my friend with?
Have you guys seen that like episode of like Americans or what is it called? American Idol. And there's like that guy that brings his brother and the one guy does all the singing and his brother just goes, yeah, come on. Just does like the John Paul versions or whatever his fucking name is of the whatever song they were singing. Like literally the guy was singing the whole thing and then he'd go, yeah. And then go back to the other guy. No, I guess just me. I saw that. All right, never mind then. Pretty much like that though.
That
well,
is
I'm not.
funny, though.
Yeah, no, that's literally what that reminded me of when I saw that too. Spence was just like, okay, this guy's just here for a good time. Got it.
I'm like watching, I'm like, all right, he's like, and now. And now. And it never happened. Yeah. But then
Didn't do shit.
Then we went that was Thanksgiving, then we went Black Friday shopping. Got a little things for Black Friday. Zach called me. I had to put some clothes on.
I did. I called Spence when he was trying on some dress pants and clothes and shirts and everything, and so he was looking very happy to be there for sure.
Yep, love doing that.
Made it through.
And then I watched Saturday. I watched the big game.
You did watch the big game. There is a lot of tension in this in this call, even though we're not in the same room. I can feel it between these two guys over here to mine and Trey's right, technically. Yeah, that was a good game though. It was a good game. You can't be mad about it not being a good game though. You know what I mean? Not that makes it any easier.
It was a great game.
Yeah,
it was a great game for me.
We don't have to keep talking about it, Why, if you don't want to. You can just shake your head to move on. Okay. Trey, what did you do this weekend for Thanksgiving? Anything? I know you shook your head no, but you had to at least been with your family, yeah? Or no?
Yep. We went to my grandparents.
Okay.
I had to work the next day, so I had to leave, but yeah.
Thanks, Jeff Bezos, for making Trey work on Black Friday.
I don't work for Jeff Bezos.
Wait, Trey, did you come back to town? So you drove all the way here and then drove all the way back?
Well, I left Wednesday night or Thursday morning, stayed the night. I guess I didn't work Friday. I worked Saturday, but I had to leave Friday.
That's at least a little bit better. Well, that's cool, man. Does anybody have any like Thanksgiving meal like specialties in the house? Like you have to have this or you do have this?
Green bean casserole.
Is that your thing in your family? Your favorite
it's not
thing?
My family, it's just me.
Your favorite thing is green bean casserole?
I mean,
dude, it's so good.
Stuffing and mashed potatoes. Keys.
Yeah.
Those two things.
Must.
Is it actually is it ham or turkey at Thanksgiving?
I was gonna say what kind of meat?
Turkey. I'm turkey.
Really?
My grandma made turkey and roast beef.
See, I dip mine in the gravy and it, like actually gets it marinated in there and it's good.
Is it dark meat or white meat?
White meat, like preferably, but like I'll eat.
Really?
Don't matter to me.
Oh, I am. I'm a turkey guy myself too. I actually like turkey if it's done like properly.
Yeah.
Turkey can get really dry really quick and it gets pretty gross. But no, dark meat turkey all the way, man. For me, what are you, a ham guy, Spence?
Dude, I like turkey. Like I like turkey, but a honey ham is so good, dude. It is so good.
Yeah,
you ever had it?
More of a Christmas.
I agree. I would agree with that, Trey.
My family does.
Ham is pretty diverse though. You can use it for a lot of different holidays. I feel like though.
Sure.
Our Christmas turns into prime rib. That's what we do.
Okay,
so that sounds like a great Christmas, actually.
Yeah. You get 2 gifts on Christmas.
In my opinion, Christmas is the one where you can get crazy with it, and you can like have lobster, you can have fucking prime rib, you can have whatever you want. Like
we had wings. We had wings one year, and then we had a taco bar. They make your own tacos. Like
hell yeah.
I mean, what do you even eat on Christmas? Actually,
that's what I'm saying. You can eat whatever. To me, like my family, I feel like it always changes in my opinion.
Yeah, but I don't know what the traditional thing is. Probably lamb chops. I don't know.
In my family, it's literally the same fucking thing as Thanksgiving. It's literally the same fucking meal.
Really?
See, like it could be, but I feel like it has like you don't have to be so traditional with Christmas because there really isn't like a set Christmas meal that you have to have. Like for me and my family, I feel like it changes every year. Every year there's something different. My mom makes like this seafood like chowder soup some years. Then we make like
oyster soup.
Yeah, like we've had like just random like appetizers one year where it's just a shit ton of different appetizers and stuff, which is really good. So like it's just something different every single year, I feel like. So I can't even say like we have this every single Christmas, I feel like. I don't know. But regardless, cool. Thanksgiving was last week. Thankful for all of you that watched the show. But let's just dive into the games, guys, because we had quite a few games last week, and it was spread out throughout the week because we had like 3 games on Thursday on Thanksgiving Day itself. And then we had one Black Friday game, the first ever Black Friday game. And then we also had like a regular Sunday as well and everything and our Monday night games too. So we had a lot of football games over the course of, multiple games. All right. And starting off our weekend recap, we're jumping all the way back to Well, hell, this wasn't a Thursday game, but regardless, we'll talk about this one first. Steelers versus Bengals this last weekend. Obviously, we have our Steelers expert Trey in the house. Not too long after Matt Canada was let go. Trey, what's your thoughts? What did you get? What did you take away from this first game on without Canada as your guy?
To start off, I had to actually work on Sunday. So I was kind of freaking out about trying to figure out how I was going to watch the game.
Of course.
They played at noon and I wasn't going to get off by noon. If they played at 3, I could have hurried and maybe finished, but we figured it out. I had to watch it at 4:00, but I'm not, disappointed. Yeah. It took me only 2 hours to watch it because I could just fast forward through everything, but nice. I'm not disappointed. Our first,
just to clarify for those that didn't watch, though, the Steelers won. Just to clarify, right? Okay, just
16-10.
There you go.
Our first 400-yard offensive game in 58 games. Matt Canada didn't have a single one in his whole 3 years 2.5 years he was there, I should say. Yeah, the points don't necessarily show. We only had 16 points. We only scored one offensive touchdown. It doesn't necessarily show how good we actually moved the ball on offense. We would kind of get down into the red zone area and we just kind of stall every fucking time. But Kenny played, if I had to give him a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give him a 6.5. He had he missed some throws.
You're very, very hopeful for Kennedy's or for Kenny still, and it's very impressive. It's very impressive.
I agree with Trey though.
Quarterback to quarterback.
A 6.5 is a reasonable.
I was gonna say 7 because he had a couple nice deep balls.
Here, how about this? You can't say 7 in your ranking, so you're gonna say 6 then.
6.5.
You're 6. No, you can't.
6. I can say 6.5.
6.5.
But you can't say
the running backs were the running backs were the real show.
Najee was the real show.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
Anything, but I have hope for Kenny Pickett because I don't want to be stuck in this cycle of, is he going to be who's our next quarterback? And then we get a guy, he sucks. Then I don't want to be like the fucking Browns or the goddamn Commanders or something, Yeah. It's I want.
Trust me, you don't want to be.
We wasted a number on overall or not overall pick, a number 1 round draft pick on this guy. I want him to fucking work out.
Yeah.
And he missed a couple throws over the middle, that easy throws, but he had a couple just beautiful throws, deep the shots to fucking Deontay had one, and to Georgie had one. But overall, I'll take it. Beat the division opponent.
What about Pat?
Big win when Pat Frymuth had a huge game.
Yeah.
We figured out that holy shit, we have tight ends on our offense. We can throw it to the middle of the field.
Was that a
tight end?
Is that a direct correlation of Matt Canada being gone, or is that just a complete completely was coincidence that it happened?
I'm gonna say yes, because Matt Canada did not attack the middle of the field, and when he did, Kenny would miss the throw, but it was never to fucking Freiermuth or Darnell Washington. Going into that game, I think our third string tight end had the most receptions out of all of our tight ends.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm laughing because you said he didn't attack the middle, because when he did, Kenny would miss the throw.
He would. He is, for some reason, when he throws it over the middle.
Well, it's also all eyes are on him now. So he's got to make plays and he's got to take some risks.
It's true.
Yeah, and I think that's our next step. This was our first week without our OC.
Mm-hmm.
We figured out what plays we like, what plays work. This week we're going to attack. We're going for the points. Hopefully.
Yeah.
This is what we got. We got to show that we can put up touchdowns, because we can't just score one offensive touchdown and be like, oh, it's fixed. Because it's not.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that I would say, Trey, is the yards is good. The fact that you can move the ball is really good because that's something that you couldn't do even against, not necessarily the best teams and defenses. You really struggled to move the ball at all. No problem whatsoever this last week. It's the same problem that, the Seahawks had last year. We struggled to get in the end zone and everything. So I think like for you, it is important to obviously figure out because you can't win games kicking field goals all the time. And you just happen to win this last game here. Not saying you
can.
I know I'm sure we can talk about it, but like the fact that the Bears are like the first team, or was it just the Bears or like the first team in general since 93 that have won a game without scoring an offensive touchdown?
I think the first one since 93.
First team in general, not just a Bears team?
Yeah, no, first team in general.
Yeah.
Maybe to win. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you're talking over 30 years of NFL playing. This is the first game that's been played, and the team that won didn't even score a touchdown on offense. I mean, it's not often that you're going to get that. And so for you guys, like, yes, you got like a touchdown or two or whatever it was for you guys there. You got to figure out how to score touchdowns, though, if you want to because you guys easily can still make a push. You're going to make the playoffs, I would say, at this point, especially with the difficulty of your season, your schedule, I should say. You should make the playoffs against, unless something crazy happens.
And again, you mentioning the schedule. Us firing our coach or our OC and all this and that, it kind of works out for us also because like we don't have a grueling schedule to end the year.
Yeah,
like we can figure it out before playoffs with our offense.
Mm-hmm.
So
for sure,
we have some leeway in the games that we have, I guess, coming up.
And it's exciting.
Missing out on Shaq Leonard though. He's meeting with the Eagles today.
If he goes to the Eagles,
fucking kidding me? The Eagles,
dude's a fucking ring chaser, bro.
Come on. I didn't know he went to the Eagles to visit.
He hasn't went there. He just is having a team meeting.
Which for Shaq, it makes sense. Like go to a team that gives you the best chance to win a ring, but at the same time,
he's gonna get the minimum.
Nobody wants to see the Eagles get another good defensive player. You know what I mean? We don't want to see another one go there.
No,
they freaking use him until all their other guys get healthy again. It's like
maybe I don't know.
Why would he want that? He was complaining about playing time in fucking Indianapolis. I mean, the Steelers would fucking be our goddamn starter. I'm just saying, buddy. So,
yeah. On the other side, really quick, are the Bengals dead? Is their season done? Do you think, guys? Officially,
they're probably getting last in our division.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
They could probably win a couple more games, but I mean, Jake Browning didn't play bad. Threw up 227 yards passing and a touchdown. Did have a pick, but
if you're a Bengals fan, like what are you really like looking forward to? Because you're
Joe Mixon to fucking run the ball. He only had 8 carries for 16 yards.
But I'm saying, who gives a shit though? Because they don't have Joe Burrow as their quarterback. It's not like they're going to do anything. Are Bengals fans asking them just to tank? Do they have a decent pick or do they have a first round? Or what?
Well, I mean, if they win out, I mean, they could easily make the playoff. They'll make the playoffs. If they win
but is it worth making the playoffs with Jake Browning as your quarterback?
I don't know. You got the talent around him. It's just he's got to play good.
They refused to let him throw it down the field. That was the thing they were talking about during the whole broadcast. He didn't. Only big plays they had, and the only reason he had as many yards as he had because fucking Jamar Chase had like 2 passes where it was tipped at the line or like it bounced off someone. Oh, and Jamar somehow fucking runs under it, catches it, and starts fucking running for 30 yards. Other than that, it's just they didn't have any big splash plays.
Yeah,
but because they would just check down or something. But
yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's worth just fucking tanking. Who cares? And like, you could say you made it to the playoffs, but for what? To lose?
You're not going to win a Super Bowl
to lose in the wild card. Like, it doesn't necessarily like as much. Nobody's going to remember. Oh, remember we made it to the playoffs last year. We made it to the wild card. It's like everybody's like, yeah, who?
Unless you're Trey, we made the playoffs. We made the playoffs.
I'm all for it.
It is tough to make the playoffs.
I'm not saying it's not tough, but I'm also saying it's a little bit it's kind of like the NBA, how it is, where the NBA playoffs is completely pointless unless you win a championship, and a season's completely pointless unless you win a championship.
Yeah, this isn't the same.
I would say in a way though, if you're gonna go in as a fucking bottom barreled wild card, it's almost better
gotta-
not to get anything and try to
No,
get a better pick.
You literally
I
have
wouldn't say that.
17 games to make the playoffs.
No,
17 games
I
to
know
throw
how hard it
everything
is.
out on the
Wyatt.
field.
I know how hard it is, and I still think that the NFL
But don't
playoffs,
compare it to
it's the
basketball.
hardest and the hardest championship to get in general. But
So
I'm just saying,
that's all
it's
I'm
the
saying.
ideology. It's the ideology of it. Even if you make it to the playoffs, who gives a fuck if you're like the bottom barreled wild card that barely snuck in, that's going to get their ass pounded, by the 49ers or Eagles or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like that you're going to
Yeah,
do
but what if
anything.
you have that Cinderella team that
Didn't
does
didn't
do
the Giants do it? Didn't the
They
Giants
could.
do it?
Hey,
Giants were
they
the-
could. And
they
I'm
were
not
the,
saying it couldn't
6th seed.
happen. But
Yeah.
what I am saying is it's not going to be the fucking Bengals. So Bengals,
No.
I would say just give up because Jake Browning isn't going to fucking lead you. At least the Giants had Eli Manning. You know what I mean?
Because they gotta beat out the freaking apparently the Colts are somehow in the playoffs right now. The
They're not
Bills
looking
Yeah,
bad.
winning
They're not
games.
looking bad.
Bills
They're
are
not
looking
bad.
Bills are looking like they're back. The fucking Texans. The
I think
Texans
that
and
was
Bills
the
aren't even in the playoffs
must-
right now.
But yeah, because
just
they just
think-
lost.
The
I
Colts
know,
are a
but I'm
great
just saying
example.
those two teams aren't even in the playoffs, and
But-
the Bengals aren't better than those two teams.
But they're only one
Well,
game
exactly.
back from Jacksonville right now. Or a game and a half, excuse me.
two, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say like the
Or
Colts.
whatever it is.
I actually have that would be pretty good for them to make it. I know JT's down for a couple weeks now too with an injury, but regardless, like the Colts, they have a pretty damn good team around them.
Yeah,
What?
they do.
Other than
GT.
a quarterback.
No, but Gardner Minshew is a lot better of a quarterback than Jake Browning is, in my opinion. I mean, Gardner
yeah.
Minshew, they've been playing with Gardner Minshew most of the season this year, and he's been playing and winning good games. You know what I mean?
He's taking risks. He's making throws. He's making big boy throws
I mean,
over the middle.
Michael Pittman's actually kind of having a pretty good year himself too, and I don't
and
think a lot
Josh
of people are
Downs.
talking.
Dude's like a top 7 or was it top 8 receiver right now?
Yeah, nobody's fucking talking about that. Shout out to
Dude's a-
Pittman, dude.
Dude's having
Uh,
a quiet 100-yard games every week.
Seriously, literally, I see him I have him on fantasy, and some weeks I go, oh shit, he got 30 for me. Okay, I'll take it. He's averaging 16 and a half, 17 points in fantasy. Not that fantasy immediately equals to you being a great receiver or great whatever, but that's still pretty damn good production, especially as a receiver. It's as simple as catching passes and then also catching touchdowns, and that's all you do as a receiver. So hey, pretty damn good season for him. But hey, let's just jump into the next one. Spence, this is yours. Saints versus Falcons, man. Obviously a division rivalry game for you guys. What'd you see? I know you guys did not come out on top this week, but what were your thoughts from the game?
We only kicked field goals and lost.
You said this. You got to score touchdowns, man.
Got to score touchdowns. I mean, Olave had a great game, 7 for 114, but we just didn't throw any touchdowns. And dude, literally the Falcons, I don't like the only team I hate in the NFL is the Falcons, and we lost to them, and it fucking sucks. But
Yeah,
Desmond Ridder threw 2 interceptions that I'm like, oh, here we are. We got him down, and now we can just capitalize. Never fucking happened. He threw 13 for 21 for 168 yards, 2 interceptions and a touchdown, and came out with a dub.
What a guy, dude. This guy just found a way to win.
And then Bijan started to only come out of the grave against us, which is I'm not even surprised at this point. Drake London just really good. Obviously, just has those spurts, but the player of the game for that game has to be Jesse Bates. There's no question. We were rolling first drive, boom, pick 6, 92-yard pick 6.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Mother. I was so fucking mad. And then
Also losing
Derek
Chris
Carr.
Olave.
Well, first Derek Carr throws. We're running actually it wasn't the first drive. It was the second drive. Sorry. First drive. We're marching. We're doing good. Taysom bust for 18 yards. And then we get a holding call.
Damn, 18 yards.
Pretty much. I think it was 18 or 16. I remember what he said, but a holding call. And then go back, kick a field goal first drive, and then we marching down second drive, marching down. Literally, it's a corner out or fade route, and to Perry, and Perry doesn't even fucking run it. He literally walks up like he does the Deontay Johnson, just walks up there and doesn't do a fucking thing. The ball goes in the corner, and Perry's like, "Oh, Derek Carr's pissed off. I'm fucking pissed off." And you have fucking Jameis Winston doing a TikTok dance right in front of Derek Carr, dude. This week from the Saints, it just, dude, I'm heated. I'm not even lying. I'm fucking mad. It was such an embarrassment.
The whole image just falling apart in one like series.
Dude. And this was the biggest game of the year so far for the Saints. So now the division's tied, and I don't even know if we're gonna fucking win the division.
Yeah.
I mean,
are you guys tied with?
We're 5-6 tied for the division.
Who
and
you
I also
tied
thought-
with?
Something that the fucking Titans, Panthers can still somehow
make it back.
make the playoffs.
They can host a home game.
And host a home game.
1-10. That's how fucking ass our division is.
Yeah, it's been a rough one there for you guys.
We're in tank mode. If we don't win next week,
I think your whole division is in tank mode, and it's like the battle of who actually is going to win out the fucking division.
The thing is, Panthers, they're trying to win, can't. Bucks, they win 1, lose 2. Falcons, they'll have a great game, barely lose. Go to the next week, they'll just get shit on.
Yeah.
Us, we have a great whole game with no touchdowns. And then we can beat a team. We're supposed to win. We beat a team, but we would only win by like 1 point, 3 points, 5 points, whatever it is. NFC
rough,
South
man.
is in shambles.
Yeah. The one thing, like, what's your biggest need as a Saints fan? What's your biggest need as a team? Like, if you were to tank, what do you need? Is it a quarterback, or is there something else that you need help out with?
It would be. Well, I think everyone thinks quarterback. Like, no matter what.
I don't think you can say Derek Carr is like, oh, this is all Derek's fault, though. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying,
because
like,
he had a pretty good last season with the Raiders.
We need edge rushers because Cam Jordan's getting older. Huh?
Cam lost a step.
I mean, it's just like you're gonna have to replace that position. I guess like wide receivers were covered, running backs were pretty much covered. O-line, Taysom Hill, I don't even know what you call him. Weapon X, XL. Sorry, I won't say Weapon X. I'll say Weapon XL.
I was gonna say,
And then I mean, you could say quarterback, but we have Jameis and Derek Carr, but it's like we're putting out a 32 team draft right there. You ain't taking Derek Carr or Jameis Winston first. Like, come on. Or the first 20.
Yeah. I mean, I get
honestly,
that, but at the same time, though, what's the chances of you drafting a quarterback that's just as good or better than Derek Carr within the first, like well, I'm saying in the next 2 years, though, that are equally as better or gonna get better in the next 2 years specifically, because you're not going to have the same team around him in the next 2 years. That's why
if they were to shop, it'd probably be this year, just because there's going to be a couple quarterbacks that do fall late in the first round.
But we have no cap.
Correct. And you definitely could do that.
But
you also
don't have to really pay him. They're dropping.
But didn't you just sign, or is he up for contract this year for Derek Carr?
No, we just signed him.
Jameis is a free agent after this year.
I'd say get rid of his ass, because that guy is literally the fucking he's a, what's the scientific term? He's a neutron. That guy's fucking neutral, because he does not help a team, nor does he hurt a team. He fucking hurts them and helps them in an equal amount the entire time when it comes to how he plays football. So there's no point to have him on the lineup. I'm sorry. That's just the way I look at Jameis Winston. This guy literally does not do anything, because he fucks a team over as much as he helps them.
Sure.
That's my opinion.
Linebackers were set. Corners, pretty decent. Like we have, I think, probably the best corner, maybe maybe second best. Yeah, I'd say second best corner in the league. And then you got no, come on. I mean, I don't know what else. Our punter is just tatted up, so that's already a dub.
Punter's swaggy as fuck, dude.
And we have a rookie
What's up with
kicker.
punter? What's up with punters just getting full on arm sleeves nowadays? It's kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
It's all them goddamn Australians.
And that's what our punter is in
Aussie.
Seattle. Michael Dixon, kind of fucking full on arm sleeve. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, we just have a 300-pounder as our punter. So.
Oh,
I got
Yeah.
the time Pro Bowler Trustway.
yeah,
He's been
I
doing
will.
that for years.
I will agree with you, Spence. I think quarterback wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, even if it's not a starting quarterback next year. There is a lot of quarterback talent in this draft where it's like you almost would be dumb not to just take one just to see what they develop into.
I would
But at the
just
same
say
time, I don't know what else do you need though, because like as a team, you can't just blame it on Derek Carr, because I struggle to think that Derek Carr is lost that much of a step from last year already. And I don't think his team last year was that much better. I mean, I think it was about the same or even worse than the team is right now for the Saints. You know, it's like, so what's going on? You know, what's happening with the Saints offense right now?
I agree. I think you don't blame it on the quarterback, but it wouldn't hurt to get. I mean, you got to think of this though. Derek Carr is a pocket passer. He's not going to outrun you. He's not going to do a spin move into the end zone with a hurdle. He's not going to do that shit.
No.
He can throw it deep, but it's more of like I don't know. It's hard
He
to
can
say.
get you a couple yards though.
Yeah, he can throw it deep, but it's not like Patrick Mahomes, Burrow, Rodgers, anything like that.
Yeah.
You just have a mediocre, above average quarterback. It's I don't know. We're just having a bad season, but we're staying mid. That's the only thing that's different.
Yeah. I know that's the part that sucks, I think, is the fact that you can't get over that hump and you can't like win games when you should, but you also aren't losing them. So that's why like being mid, like we are in the Seattle right now, it's like, fuck, why are we equal or just under or over 500? Like it does us no good when it comes to like draft in the future. It does us no good for like playoff picture. You know, it's just like, you don't know what to do. You know, do you go in or do you just go all out? But yeah. Trey, thoughts? You're sweating about it over there. Are you good?
It wasn't sweat. I think it's a deodorant stain.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Yeah, this guy's sweating over
one
here, bro.
in each.
Well, I don't think the Falcons are that great of a team. I don't know what they're going to be doing. I really don't see them doing any kind of a playoff push, to be honest with you. I know we talked about the Falcons being a decent team at the beginning of the year, but let's dive
They're just
into
too
the.
young.
Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of young
Their
talent
defense
there.
is so fucking good.
Kyle Pitts, I think, is getting better this year, actually. We've actually seen life from him, I think, because they're using him a little bit more than they've been in the past. Bijan Robinson's obviously starting to blow up, too. So, like, the Falcons have got they got a pretty solid base of some absolute studs. Drake London as a receiver, too. Like,
Their biggest thing is no quarterback.
yeah.
Like Desmond Ritter might be.
If there's a
number 30
team
ranked
that
quarterback.
should be there, if there's a team that should trade up, which I could easily see next year trading up in the draft, it should be the Falcons, in my opinion. Trade up whatever they could just to get a good first round pick. Imagine if a great quarterback, like, and I'm just spitballing here, what if they trade up for one of Chicago's picks and they fucking pick up Caleb Williams or Drake May? You know what I mean? Like, how good would that team be?
I just don't know who they're going to get rid of.
Well, I don't know what they have for draft capital either. I'm just spitballing, but who needs a fucking quarterback? The Falcons do, to be actually a pretty damn good team right now.
I think they have the cap space to do whatever. They can move some pieces around.
They're not
if
really
need
paying
be.
Jesse Bates right now.
Yeah, but they can afford him. They can afford it. That's why they did it. And they needed it. But Jesse Bates really just whooped ass on the Saints. Dude didn't even play. Dude didn't even play against the Saints and have beef with them until he went to the fucking Falcons.
This guy just gets it, man. This guy just gets it. That's all I can say.
He just knows.
Well, let's dive into the next game where a team that is just getting it right now, apparently, and that's the Washington Commanders versus Cowboys game on Thanksgiving Day. Wyatt, I know it was not a great day. I feel the pain. I mean, I also had to watch my team get their ass kicked on the day of where we're supposed to give thanks for what we have.
Did you watch it with your grandparents, though?
No, I didn't, Wyatt.
Yeah,
and
no.
I feel
You
bad
didn't get
for
the
your
experience. It's all right.
We'll
Yeah,
talk about it, man.
I had all the aunts and uncles just heckling me. It wasn't great.
What was the final score of this game?
45-10, if you want to be exact. I mean, first half actually was a first quarter actually was not great. It gave up a touchdown, but like we were in the game. And then second quarter came to life. We scored 10, but unfortunately they answered back every time we scored. So, and then the second half, third quarter, no points were scored. So, I mean, can't complain there. But the fourth quarter, 25 points, just Cowboys unloaded, and it wasn't great. And then we helped Bland get his pick six of the year, break an NFL record, and I just wanted to I was just not having a great week. All right.
Yeah, no, I feel it, man. Couple of things.
Sam Howell did not look bad though.
I was gonna say
he's
Sam
dead
Howell,
to me though. By the way,
it's because of a bet that you took or you put on.
Yes, one more rushing yard.
He may be dead. He may be dead to trade, but I think to all Commanders fans out there, as you're including yourself, Wyatt, I would assume all of you have been pretty happy with what you've been able to see from him so far, because he's been one of your. Not saying he's the exact same, but like what since since Kirk Cousins, he's been one of your brightest quarterbacks you've had in a while since he was on the Commanders. Still,
RG3.
I mean, I get RG3 too, but that was also like a one hit, there it is, and then it was gone kind of a thing. But like Kirk was pretty good for you guys for a few years there. Like, do you think
he wasn't what he is now in Minnesota, but like at the same time, he was an all right quarterback, yeah. But I mean
for in a while though, like you've gone through the last 3 years of not knowing who the fuck our quarterback is going to be, kind of a thing. If anything, Sam Howell's kind of, and you and I were talking about this beginning of the year. I'm like, who the fuck do you guys have as quarterback? You go, we get this guy Sam Howell from North Carolina. I'm like, yeah, but he's not going to be anything special. And it's like, oh shit, never mind. He's actually pretty damn good at throwing the football. I
was very excited.
You got to be happy about that.
Well, even last year, like when he played against Dallas last game of the year, I mean, won the game for us. Looked damn good too. I mean, a rookie coming into it, like first ever start in Dallas. Like, all right, let's just see what he had. And I was thankful that Taylor was kind of him to just say, hey, let the kid throw it because this kid's talented. So just had to trust it, and here we are now. I mean, he's definitely been the bright spot on this team for sure.
Who'd you guys have as your second string? Then is it Jacoby, right?
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna maybe start him, but then I was like, nah, I really did want Sam Howell.
You know what you have with Jacoby, yeah. You don't know what you have with Sam yet. Let him go. Let him prove himself to see what we can.
But like, I also thought, hey, if we are contending, Jacoby and Sam does go down, I got a veteran. We're good back there.
Yeah, he's a good backup to have. No, I think so too. The one thing is like, I think he's only going to get better because he's kind of got that it factor, that X factor when it comes to being able to keeping in close games, get them to close games. I mean, both times you play the Eagles, it's been damn near a, overtime win by you guys, so it's right there. So, and Eagles, I think have been they are the best, obviously, team in the NFL record wise right now. I think they've been proving that they're a damn good team all season. But like the fact that you guys were able to play them close both times, you didn't just roll over when you easily could have, like, that's a testament to Sam Howell. And I think that's exciting for Commanders fans, knowing that we might have a quarterback here. We don't have to worry about who's going to be our quarterback week 1 next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I also do think that this team that we built at the beginning of the year was built to combat the Eagles. Like, defensive line, heavy on them. Linebacker play was like, we're going to attack the edges, keep Jalen Hurts inside the pocket. It's like our defense was set up to combat them. And it also, speaking of defense, lost Jack Del Rio this weekend, fired his ass. I don't know who's stepping in yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. All right. And then the one thing I do want to say, though, in general, is like I've been a pretty big naysayer of the Cowboys all season long. I mean, against my slander towards them, they have been pretty damn consistent this year compared to previous years.
Against under 500 teams. Yeah.
Correct. But it's not like they're just barely beating them. They're kicking ass against the under 500 teams.
As they should.
Correct, as they should. But how many teams actually do that, though, consistently throughout the entire year? They're looking pretty good. Offensively, I've been super happy with what they've been able to produce. Dak is having one of his better seasons he's ever had, to be honest with you. He's not being nearly as streaky as he was in his entire career so far. Defense has been incredible all year, too. But Cowboys, pretty impressive. Trey, why are you laughing? What are you thinking? What's your thoughts?
I'm not laughing at you.
Okay. Sounds good. The one thing that I'll say that might be a little controversial is Deron Bland, rookie, obviously just broke the pick 6 record. Is it just me? And again, this might be a hot take, or are interceptions?
We gave him that one, by the way. He definitely should get tackled, and there's 100 things that could have happened.
There's a lot of things. I'm like, how the fuck did you guys not get him down? It was kind of weird. But there was an aspect of are interceptions overrated as fuck when it comes to knowing who's actually a good defensive player? When I'm talking like cornerback specifically, I should say. Are interceptions weighted too much? Are they weighted too little? What does that look like in your opinion, guys? Because I personally think that they're overrated as fuck, and interception doesn't mean you're a great defensive cornerback.
Depends.
Yeah,
if someone's locked down, I don't think Trevon Diggs picks mean anything. Really.
But why would his not mean anything but other ones?
Because that's what he's going for it. You know what I mean? That's what he's looking to do, is to pick you off. Where other people are covering and making really great plays to get their body turned, flip the hips, go up, catch the ball. Trevon, he'll get off a man because he's so damn aggressive and literally come down to help people. And that's how he's getting a lot of his picks. Now, granted, he does make some good plays, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but he's just really aggressive, and he's looking to he's looking for a pick.
Dude gave up 1,400 yards.
Yeah, he was gave out the most receiving yards last year when he had all his picks.
Then you have 11 picks. It's the stat.
There's a reason why people were targeting him, because he would literally he's not that good, but he's willing to go get a pick and give up the big yards.
And that's my thoughts on why I think interceptions are kind of in a way overrated, is because they're a gamble. That's what an interception is. It's a defensive player. In most cases, you're gambling on, I'm going to jump this pass. I'm either going to catch it and take it to the house or just intercept it, or the guy behind me is going to catch it and go for another 30. You know what I mean? You're taking that gamble. And as an example, Trevon Diggs is a perfect one, because he was argued one of the best cornerbacks in the league. It's no, he's not. Just because he's gotten a lot of picks doesn't mean he's good. As you guys said, give up 1,400 fucking yards on his head alone. It's that's not a good cornerback. And honestly, some of the cornerbacks that have some of the better seasons, in my opinion, they're the ones that don't have a ton of picks because they don't have a ton of looks, because their guy that they're guarding is never even open to even throw it to. That's what I'm saying.
Was just locked down and still getting thrown the ball at.
For whichever fucking reason. People just didn't understand Revis Island. It's don't throw in the ball.
It was a real thing. It's the Bermuda Triangle. You just don't go there.
Don't throw it to Revis. The guy's playing zone. Revis is playing man. It's just who fucking cares? But I don't know. That's my opinion on it. And I say that because I think, as an example, if people are going to come out and say that, who's the rookie again? What's his name? I'm sorry. Who just broke the record?
Porter.
Bland.
Shut the fuck up. Bland.
Deron
Yes.
Bland.
Deron Bland.
He's not a rookie, is he?
He's a rookie, isn't he?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh, I thought he was a rookie. Well, never mind then. Doesn't even matter. I thought he was a rookie for the longest time. But no, in general, I always was on the impression of just because you get a ton of interceptions doesn't mean you had a great season. And I will say that
It
about
helps. It helps.
it helps, but at the same time, though, I think it shouldn't be looked at as much as it is. Is like, oh shit, he's got a lot of interceptions. That means he's really good at defending guys. It's like not necessarily. Why is he still getting looked if he's so good at locking people down? Why are they still looking at him? You know what I mean? Like
I think
it's typically because
also
there's a good risk on the other end by a quarterback that if I throw this guy, I could also score a touchdown too. You know what I mean?
I think also it's like if he has a lot of picks, like if you want to like say, oh, he's so good, he's got a lot of picks, you got to look at, like you guys are saying, you got to look at how many yards he's given up too. Because if he has a lot of picks and he's not giving up yards, then you have the argument to say, holy shit, this guy might be fucking him. But
I think the better stat to look at is pass deflection and pass and yards
targeted.
Completion percentage is my big thing too, I would say.
Yeah.
Like
you can't really look. You can look at the picks because obviously you can have a guy that only has 4 picks through the season. And
it's still skillful to catch a ball too. You can't just say like, oh, anybody can catch the ball. It's not. On defense, those guys.
There's a reason why these guys are playing corner.
Yeah, they have bricks
not
for
wide
hands.
receiver.
Yeah, so like I definitely see where it's important, but I agree with you, Spence. It's got to be more than just interceptions to look at. And like Deron Bland has the most pick sixes in a season. He also has the most 5-yard out jumps in an entire season alone too. That's all he's doing. It's a fucking 5-yard dump pass, and he just jumps that fucker and he takes it to the house. It literally has happened over and over and over and over and over again.
He is quick though. I give him props.
Yeah,
it is tough.
Yeah, but that's my rant on.
It's tough, but you got to think as an offensive coordinator, you're running. This guy likes to jump him, so just do an out and up, and then boom, you have a touchdown. Pretty much.
It's gonna bite him in the ass, I think, at some point because he's playing it heavy. I mean, if you look at him, he's fucking looking for that pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People better stop throwing 5-yard outs towards his way because otherwise he's just gonna keep fucking picking it off.
I agree. And when I saw the Commander Zoo, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course, you just like threw another 5-yard pick or 5-yard out on him. But oh well. Next game though, I want to talk about for at least 2 seconds, and then I'll move on because I don't want to fucking live it anymore. Seahawks versus 49ers divisional game on Thanksgiving night was the prime time on that day. We got our ass kicked. No other way around it. We are not a good football team at all, in my opinion. We struggle. We're just pretty shitty at the game of football right now. I did learn some things though. 49ers. Christian McCaffrey is by far the best running back in the NFL, and it's not even questionable. So good at football. It's insane. And I say that like, no shit, Zach, but like at the same time though, I haven't really watched a full game of him because I don't watch the 49ers play. I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, like, I was forced to watch. It really is why. I'm not even exaggerating. He truly is such a good running back.
The way he gets downhill, bro, like
he's a hard ass runner.
100 miles an hour in the hole.
He ain't just a fucking like receiving back that is like, he's like this 5-yard out kind of guy that's gonna get you a lot of fantasy points. Like, no, Christian McCaffrey, right below Isaiah Pacheco, because nobody runs harder than Isaiah Pacheco. Christian McCaffrey is right fucking there because he hits those holes hard as fuck, and he is it's just an incredibly well-rounded running back. He can be the ground and pound guy that Najee is, but he can also be the Jalen Warren that's catching the passes too. That's literally it's both of those fuckers in one, and that's Christian McCaffrey.
Every time he gets a handoff, bro, like there's always that like little spark, like, oh, he might break this. Oh, he might take this all the way, like every single time. And it's like, his
agility is incredible. He's tough and he's a hard runner. He's got breakaway speed. He's got great hands, great route running. Like he truly is the perfect and epitome of what a running back should be.
As well.
Yeah, it's impressive. If he can stay healthy, and there is an asterisk.
Hey, he's been healthy.
Yeah, this year, this has been his healthiest year. But.
Yeah, did you guys see that video? I think like his girlfriend or wife would have posted it on TikTok. He's just like bruised the fuck up, and I say that because that's exactly a representation of who he is. That fucker just runs through shit, and this year he's not getting hurt. And honestly, for 49ers fans out there, congratulations on getting him because I don't think the Panthers could have, they didn't take enough, in my opinion, on how great he truly is. I don't know what the overhaul was that they got for him or anything like that, but regardless, like it wasn't enough. I don't care how much it was. It wasn't enough because he is playing that damn good and is that damn talented. It's insane.
You don't really.
Absolutely.
It's not a running back league right now. Like it's not really. It's wide receiver.
But when you're Christian
quarterback.
McCaffrey, it's different, bro.
But yeah, when you have Christian McCaffrey, you have a wide receiver and a running back. Like it's hard to have.
He's a better receiver than some receivers in the league.
Yeah. You can put him in the fucking slot or put him on the outside, and he's gonna be better than a good chunk of receivers in the NFL. Like that are paid to be a good receiver.
And he's a great
insane. White. representing for all of us. There we go.
One of the few.
One of the few of the proud.
We still got Troy Aikman. He's still running that corner. What the last one? He's still running it.
Hey, we got
Troy
Cooper
Apke?
DeJean. We got Cooper
Troy
DeJean out of Iowa coming in to replace him.
Yeah. We got one more youngin coming in here.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep us around.
He ain't dead.
Keep us around.
The one more thing I do want to say, at least about the Seahawks, and I'll move on, is we need to fire our offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron. I don't think it's as bad. I know we're jumping on the train there too, Trey. I don't think it's as bad as you guys were with Matt Canada and how horrible he was. I think Shane Waldron has had, because he was with Sean McVay and the LA Rams, and it's just like you think he would be talented as an OC coming from McVay's offense and stuff. Like obviously a great offensive, play caller and coach in the NFL, but at the same time, he's been very, very stagnant. We do a lot of stupid shit that I can predict. If I'm predicting what they're going to run, I'm sure as hell promise you that the guys on the other side of the field that get paid millions of dollars to study their opponent know what the fuck is going to happen next. And so it's like, we're not doing what we need to do on offense. And it's very obvious when we just can't score points. We can't score touchdowns. And when we have the offense like we do, we have the weapons that we do, there's no reason for us not to. And I think it does come down to a play caller in that perspective. I don't think Gino's the answer, but Gino's got arm talent to where we shouldn't be struggling to put up points on the board. When we have DK, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba, and we have fucking Kenneth Walker as a running back, we have no reason to not score points, and we're not doing it. And I think that's Shane Waldron's fault. And I think we should get rid of him. Not that we have like a great option to, substitute. I kind of am on the mode of just tank. We're going to lose the next fucking 4 games anyways, because we play the Cowboys again on this Thursday. And then we play the 49ers and the Eagles. And that's the fucking next 3 games alone.
Don't lose hope. Yeah, it's in Seattle.
No, it's lost. It's gone. But the one thing I will say, we get to wear our throwback jerseys. This next one, like our throwback jerseys here on Thursday this week. So I'm excited about that for tomorrow. But besides that, that's all I'm looking forward to is watching the jerseys that we're going to be wearing.
Back-to-back Thursday night.
That one, Zach.
Yeah, back-to-back Thursday night fucking ass slaps. That's what we're going to get.
Zach, don't be thinking that, all right?
It's all right. Hey.
Don't be thinking
I'll have faith. I think we're going to win.
Chris Paul on it?
What's that?
You're going to pick against your team, and I'm going to pick your team, and I'm going to be laughing at you next week.
Hey, let me just put this out there. I would be very happy to be wrong in my pick'ems if the Seahawks beat the Cowboys. Nothing would make me happier, as a matter of fact.
Fake fan.
Phony.
No, I'm not. No.
Scumbag.
Phony.
If anything, I'm the most realist fan here because I understand when my team sucks. Not that I don't want them to win, but I know that they're not going to.
So you're not going to put
that
good
potential.
There is a difference between wanting and I know. Wanting and reality. Those are 2 different things.
It would be a little different if like this Pick'ems league was for something. If it was for money, then I could see picking against them.
That's true. That is true, Trey, because apparently your actions don't have consequences in this Pick'ems league because you don't do your TikToks. So you're right. Maybe I don't have to worry about it. Right, Spence?
Yep. I haven't missed a game yet.
I just hate.
Spencer's got 103 correct picks this year.
Same as Spencer, I guess. We just hate losing more than we like winning.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, but that's my opinions on it. But yeah, we'll see. And my draft pick choice, I don't think we'll get them, and I don't believe we're gonna get into a position to get one of these really, really good guys. Little Washington native, at least goes to University of Washington. I want Michael Penix, man. If we could draft Michael Penix next year, I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be cool as fuck.
He could drop down to the end of the first.
And I say Michael Penix because I think he has a potential to drop compared to the other ones. Why? What are you shaking your fucking head about, Wyatt?
Dude, I don't know. They're gonna lose this weekend, and I also don't think he's an NFL quarterback.
I don't care. It's what we're gonna be able to get.
Well,
we're not,
and at this
we're not
point,
gonna get a top 10.
And at this point, it depends on if fucking Caleb Williams is going to go, because he just said it's a game that it's going to be a game time decision if he's going to the draft.
I think he's saying that like he's going to make everybody get like, oh, Caleb, what are you going to do? And he goes, I guess I'll go to the NFL since you asked me politely. I think that's what he's going to do. He's just trying to build up the drama again.
Get more hype around him.
He's out of the spotlight again because nobody gives a fuck because he lost and he didn't play well this season. You know,
he's a pretty boy.
I think that's what's happening. He's just trying to build up the drama back on his name because he's not in the Final Four and there's nothing that they can do essentially. Like he's out of the spotlight right now is why.
Why would you go to college, be this big name, number one prospect, and then not go to the NFL if it's your dream to go to the NFL?
It's true. I don't know why you wouldn't do it, but
you're going to make especially where he's going to get drafted, you're going to make more money in the fucking NFL than you are in college.
It's not even that.
More guaranteed money too. Even if you get hurt, you're going to have more guaranteed money from the NFL than you are just some fucking, whatever from college. Yeah.
And
whatever.
I mean, Wendy's is paying him a shit ton.
If he gets hurt,
he's still going to probably keep the Wendy's deal when he's in the NFL. I mean,
true. If he gets hurt in college, that whole thing goes out the window. No one.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna give a shit. Nobody's gonna give a shit about Caleb Williams because he was good at college.
No one really gives a shit right now. They're just talking about because he's really good in college right now at this draft right now. Yeah. Like no one's be like, oh, remember when so and so won the Heisman, tried to go back to back, and he just didn't pan out towards ACL. Now he could have had this. He's gonna be like the clown.
Yeah.
And he's not going to do that. If he wants to be the pretty boy and be all this hype and all this stuff, he will not go back to college.
I don't think he will, but you never know.
Hey, speaking of rookie quarterbacks, Hendon Hooker cleared to practice now for the Lions.
Can we talk about another quarterback that just got cleared to a 21-day window to practice? Aaron Rodgers.
AR8?
On the practice field today.
79 days ago, his Achilles was blew up. It literally exploded on live television. The fourth play in the NFL season, and 79 days later, he is now on a 21-day window to return to practice, and that is insane. That he and maybe it's coming from the we're going to open it up, and if he doesn't hit the window, then he's off, and he's not going to play the rest of the season. That's still a likely possibility to say the least. But the fact that the team has that much faith that they can open up this 21-day window for him to get healthy in 21 days, essentially, and get back onto the team officially at the 53-man roster, that is insane to me. Absolutely wild that a guy that tore his Achilles is able to do that within 3 months, like exactly 3 months.
It's only Aaron Rodgers that can do that. Only.
And people are gonna give him shit because he says controversial things or, he never actually tore his Achilles or whatever. I don't want to fucking hear it just because it's Aaron Rodgers. Just from
saw it fucking recoil up his fucking leg.
We've seen it 4 different times this season of the exact same recoil into people's calves. Like it,
bro. He's FaceTiming Pat McAfee every Tuesday in the actual facilities where he's getting his leg worked on. Him and J.K. Dobbins are out there working out together.
Yeah,
and you both know that. Like, how do people think this is fake?
I don't know, dude. And regardless, it's just because it's Aaron Rodgers, but you can't knock the medical feat that this actually is to be able to get back in that short amount of time.
What do you say?
Because we were all here, week 1 of Turf Talks? This is 11 episodes in. And now 11 episodes later, the last thing we would have thought is, he's going to come back this season yet? We all thought he was done for the rest of his career. We thought he was done. I thought I saw the last game Aaron Rodgers was going to play.
If he actually comes back, that could Loki change the fucking game. Because what he did everyone else is going to do it.
Well,
It
apparently this
clearly fucking
process has
worked.
been around for a lot of years, but like no one's actually ever done it.
Well, just think about what that means to that division currently. Where are the Jets sitting in their division right now? Because that can't be a
Last
great
third?
division.
Not there. Yeah, they are
That can't
third.
be a
They're
great
third.
division. They got the Patriots and the fucking Giants in the same
Bills.
division. Yeah?
No,
Bills.
Bills.
Well, that's what I'm
And
saying, though.
Dolphins.
Oh, Dolphins. Never mind. Sorry.
What
Yeah,
are the
never
are
mind.
Bills 6-6?
Bills are 5-6.
Regardless, I think the Jets could potentially have an option because the Bills are not playing well this year. I mean, they have not
They have
had
the last
some-
2 games.
Yeah, they played pretty well.
Ever since they fired their OC, they've been fucking balling.
Not
They went
winning.
to OT.
Yeah.
they
Never
went to
know, though.
OT.
Never
They
know,
won.
though.
They didn't win against the Eagles, but they won the week before that.
I know, but still, you never know what could happen with the Bills. I mean, I don't know if I can fully trust Josh Allen at this point and what he's going to do on the field. But never know. Hey, never know. And even if they don't do anything, who cares? Aaron Rodgers comes back the same season he tears his Achilles. That's pretty fucking cool.
It's dope.
Well, let's talk about a couple more games. We'll move on quick, guys. First one was Lions versus Packers. Lions lose. Kind of a shocker on Thanksgiving Day. I know they haven't won in
Frauds.
however many years. I don't know if you could say they're
They
frauds.
won
though,
last
Trey.
year, though.
I don't know if you could say that they're frauds though, because I think the Lions are pretty decent team still that can get wins when they need to get wins. But I think the biggest thing we need to talk about this game is not necessarily that the Lions suck and they're not going to do anything. What about the Packers and Jay Love proving to be potentially another Hall of Fame quarterback for the Green Bay Packers? I know it's too early, but did they get 3 in a row right? Is that a real possibility? Does anybody else agree with me, or is that just me just fucking going crazy?
I mean, they're going to win the division. So, yeah.
You don't agree with me?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't.
I think it's too early to tell.
Disagree.
You get him.
Hall of Fame is a stretch. That's more of like a just to be like, say something crazy. The reality is though, Jordan Love is a pretty talented quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm not agreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you about having, like the 3 quarterback in the decade in 30 years having these great quarterbacks. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm also saying they didn't strike out. I don't think that they struck
They made
out. I don't think
contact.
they're
They
gonna
made
have
contact. It wasn't a home run, but they made contact.
like obviously it's hard to back up like Aaron Rodgers and like Brett Favre and like people are going to be expecting you of all this and like he's not them as of right now, but like
if he keeps going down the path that he's on, they're going to win the division a couple years.
He's not bad. No, he's not bad.
His arm skill is crazy,
Spencer said.
actually.
Yeah.
That's the
He
biggest
can throw
thing
a good ball.
I've seen. This guy has great arm talent.
They just need to support a real good team around him.
I was gonna say get him some weapons and then judge him.
I think I keep saying Aaron Rodgers, but I think Jordan Love has potential to be a damn good quarterback if they actually had a decent team, because he does not have a good team around him. Straight up, that is not a great offensive team right now. A lot of young pieces, but there's also not like an X factor player on the team. Not a single person there is like, oh, this is. But you can't even rely on
always
Aaron
hurt
Jones.
though. Yeah, exactly.
I know,
He's
exactly.
always hurt.
There's no consistency on that offense. Not a single person is there every single week. Somebody's always injured. I mean, Romeo Doubs is probably the most consistent receiver for them. Yeah,
probably.
Christian Watson can't stay on the field.
I would say Reed. Yeah. Reed's
He's
taking that next step.
So.
Jalen Reed's pretty good too.
Jalen's taking that next step.
He looked good on Thanksgiving.
And Tucker Kraft.
First First
touchdown.
Congratulations, Tucker. I'm sure you got your name into the dog of the week for that alone. If you played for the Steelers, the answer would have been yes. But
I know Najee's on there.
Najee ran the ball. Get him on the fucking dog of the week.
He had 15 carries for 100 yards.
99.
Or 90.
Oh, if he got 100, he would have been on the dog of the week for sure. But hey, Packers look good. I don't think the Lions should panic, and I don't think they were. I mean, even after the game, I don't think like Dan Campbell's like crying, like we got to be better, man. No, I think it was like, hey, we're fine. We're good. Game. I mean, it's a divisional game.
It
You
was a tough
expect
game.
you expect divisional games to be tough. Every single divisional game should be a close, tough fought. Maybe it wasn't a close game in this time, but like it was at least a tough, hard game to play against, and they're always going to exceed expectations because nobody wants to lose their divisional rivals. Nobody wants to do that.
Fuck no.
But, no.
Yeah, fuck the Ravens.
But hey, it's still a good game, and that was the last Thursday night on
fuck the
Thanksgiving
boys.
Day game. Last game though was Bills versus Eagles here, and that was on was that Monday night?
Nope, it was Sunday afternoon at 3:25.
Gotcha. Sunday afternoon at 3:25, Bills versus Eagles. Went into overtime. Bills do get the loss though. What'd you guys think, or what'd you guys take away from this game?
3 quarters, Bills dominated the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
For 3 quarters, the Bills absolutely dominated the Eagles. And as soon as Josh Allen threw that pick, it kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah. I mean,
there really isn't much to say. Like, obviously, they had the miscommunication on the OT 4th down, but like,
how many Eagles games have the Eagles been beaten to shit 3 out of the 4 quarters and then come back and win the 4th?
I mean, not beating the shit for 3 quarters, but like in close games, yes. But
They've
like,
been a lot of close games, but I feel like there's been quite a few games though where the Eagles do not look good and then they come to life in the second half.
I think it's more you're right. That'd be the key right there, Zach. The first half is not always great for them, but that second half, that's when they really dial it in, and I think that's when Coach Sirianni like really starts figuring out what the defense is running and just unleashes Jalen Hurts basically onto them.
Yeah, I think the number one thing to take away from this game is I think the Bills are back. Personally,
they had some aggression in them
ever since they fired their OC. Their last 2 games, they've been looking like the old Bills.
Well, now I think that's same thing as your situation, Trey. All the lights are on Josh Allen right now. Like same as Kenny. All the lights are on him.
The lights are a little less bright on Josh Allen.
I was going to say, I think the Bills are giving him a little bit more grace than they are giving Kenny.
Yes and no, though. Like, there's still like, hey, can you compete with the best teams in this league? That is the question, and we have yet to find that out yet. Like,
yeah, we'll see, man. It's I will say I'm happy that the Bills are back because there needs to be more competition in the AFC right now. Because the AFC, I feel like it is, because I think there's definitely some teams that like, are they good or are they not good? Because I don't know if there's a ton of teams right now in the top end of the AFC besides the Ravens and the Chiefs. It's a kind of it that I think are like proving to be the top dogs in that division or conference, whatever.
You can throw the Jags up there. The Jags are starting.
But they lose games though at times when they shouldn't be losing games.
They got stomped on by the Niners.
Well, the Niners are too. The Niners are a different team.
What's I mean? The Niners, Eagles, both those fuckers are in the NFC. That's going to be a damn good game. And I'm assuming if they get to the championship. But like, that's tough. I mean, and that's why I say it, because I think there's definitely 2 clear-cut best teams in the NFL right now, and they're both in the NFC. And I think that's why it's like the AFC is kind of left open right now, and there needs to be more competition to see who we could actually get to be the best, because I refuse to think that the Chiefs are just the best team in the AFC right now. I think there's some teams that still could be a better, more well-rounded team, because offensively, the Chiefs have been kind of struggling, just straight up. They have not been playing that good. Steelers are not it, Trey. I'm sorry, but they're not. Kenny Pickett is not the fucking answer.
I'd say the Ravens are probably the most complete team right now in the AFC.
I would agree. They're the most competitive with the Chiefs, but at the same time, besides that, like, who else is there,
I'm not going to believe it.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about. There's a difference between being a real fan and also a delusional fan. You are delusional. That's where it comes down from. You are a delusional fan.
They have not beat us this year.
Shut the fuck up. You're going to get your ass kicked when you play them again, because that's coming up, isn't it?
Last game of the year.
Yeah. Well, fuck. That doesn't even matter. You're going to have – that could be a throwaway game.
They're going to take that game off. Are you kidding me? First round bye right there.
Yeah, they have not beat us yet.
I don't care if they haven't beat you yet. You truly do think that you're better than them because of it?
Yeah, we beat them.
You're delusional, dude. That's delusion. You're fucking smoking crack. Like, that's not real. That's a fantasy land that
Stay
NFL
off
fans sit in.
the weed.
We're a new team.
Get off the damn weed.
We're a new team without Canada.
But I'm not disagreeing with that, but you're not fucking better than the Ravens because of it.
Hey, we beat them once with Canada.
All right. I'm done with this bullshit. That was the weekend recap, guys, from last week.
Your defense is a different team other than your offense.
I will say this, Trey, because we haven't talked about it enough. TJ Watt is a very, very good football player, just straight up. Like,
well, we don't have to keep talking about it because everybody knows now. So,
you don't want to keep talking about TJ Watt? Got it. You rather talk about your running back that gets just over 100 yards and freaks out like he's the next fucking Barry Sanders.
Who barely got over 100 yards?
Huh?
Jaylen Warren 2 weeks ago.
For the last 3 weeks, one of your running backs gets barely over 100 yards, and you go, "Oh my god, I can't believe Franco Harris is back from the fucking dead."
First of all, Franco Harris was
Willie Parker. We'll throw Willie Parker into that conversation.
Le'Veon Bell.
Oh my god, Le'Veon Bell is back. Oh my god, we're so good.
I wish he was back.
George Pickens gets
you definitely want Willie Parker.
George Pickens gets one-handed catch, and fucking Trey goes Antonio Brown 2.0. What?
Nobody
delusional.
Prime
That's what
AB.
that is. That's delusion. And if we get
Prime
your dad on
AB
here,
was
like I want to get on here, he would say the same thing. He goes, Trey, yeah, I really love the Steelers, but that's just delusion.
You're taking Prime AB over Prime Julio.
I'm taking Prime AB over any receiver.
Prime AB was pretty damn good.
I don't care. I'm taking Julio.
That dude was fucking
every single pick. Megatron, I'm taking him.
The one other thing
different receivers, different play styles.
The one other thing that I want to talk about regarding like one-handed catches and shit, because the fucking who was it? Oh, JSN. You guys see JSN's one-handed catch on fucking Thursday or on like Thanksgiving night? And we watched the replay.
Yep.
They were comparing it to
one
the
they were trying to compare it to OBJ.
I don't know why, because it's the same day and it's a one-handed catch, so it must be the same thing. It wasn't as good, but regardless, though, it was still a pretty damn good fucking one-handed catch.
Oh, it was.
I liked it. I was a fan. All right, well, hey, let's move on. I'm sorry, I can't fucking see this other piece here. Let's move on to something that I think a lot of us like. We kind of introduced it a little bit different last week too, and shall we introduce it one more time, Trey?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Dog of the Week nominee.
Dog of the Week nominee.
Dog of the Week.
Are they playing
Dog of the Week.
He's my dog of the week.
He'd definitely be a dog of the week.
It doesn't matter.
I get those goosebumps every time you come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those times, I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah.
Dog of the motherfucking week, Trey. Take it away.
Hey, this is a first, I think. I think this week, it's 4 people we haven't had on the list.
Oh, shit.
I think it is. But first off, we were just talking about him. They had an OT game. He's the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh.
We're going with Jalen Hurts. 200 passing yards, 5 total touchdowns. Only 1 interception with 65 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns. 5 of those okay, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
We're skipping it.
Touchdown.
And then we're going straight to the other side with the Bills. Their quarterback. Josh Allen. 339 yards passing and 4 total touchdowns with 81 rushing yards. And 2 of those touchdowns were rushing. And now, he was also a big discussion earlier. Mr. Christian McCaffrey. He's an absolute dog. With 114 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 25 receiving yards. But the real shocker for me this week, this is his first time for sure on the list. And it probably will be his last time on this list. But we're going with Mr. Kieran Williams from the Los Angeles Rams. 143 rushing yards, two touchdowns, 61 receiving yards.
No, he had a day. It was insane. Watching him, it was insane.
All right, I think I got my mind made up after those fucking stats. Can I just go first on this one?
Go ahead.
My vote's fucking Kyren Williams, dude.
Dude, I was watching that game.
That's insane. That's insane.
Dude literally took over the game.
Too bad it literally is the only game he's ever going to play in his entire career. So
no, he's their starter.
What? Yeah, he's their starter. He's like second in touchdowns.
I know, but he's been injured for a ton of the time.
He's been injured for 2 weeks.
I'm not gonna lie. There wasn't a lot of choices for dogs of the week this week. Wasn't any like big namers.
It's fine.
Big games.
It doesn't need to be big namers or even
that means we have big games.
All it cares is big dongs. That's all we care about. Big donks.
Clip it, chat.
All right, what's your guys' votes?
I'm going Kieran Williams.
Kyren. Jesus
it's Kyren.
Christ.
You have to say Kyren because it offends Wyatt.
Well, say his name right.
Kyren Williams.
I'm gonna go K Williams.
K Williams. What do you think they're
Well,
Wyatt?
it don't matter, but I was gonna go Christian. I thought he just.
We never know.
Has he not been on this list?
Josh Allen's gonna have a game.
I don't think he has Wyatt. I was just thinking that too.
Christian McCaffrey's gonna have a better game.
I don't think Christian McCaffrey's
There's
been
no
on
way
the list.
he hasn't been on this list. Like some of his, dude, I have him on fantasy, and I'm like, dude, he's putting up numbers.
If not, he definitely should have been a nominee at some point. I feel like he had been a nominee, but I don't know if he definitely hasn't won it though. I don't think he has at least.
Wow, that's insane.
That's
my pick.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Christian McCaffrey had a game. He had 210.
We had some fucking.
What? Yeah, you just gonna disown what the greats do? You just expect someone to go out there and do that every single week? No,
but we've had like people
You're taking advantage of it.
Every week
you didn't even hear what I said.
Clear cut dogs of the week. There's like been people with like some monster games.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he hasn't had monster games, but like it's like.
It's like 30 shooting a 3-point shot.
It's
so
fucking normal. These people are the nominees have been hitting full court shots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look at like when Devon A-Chain won it, he had like what 200 and some total like rushing yards, like 60 some fucking receiving, 4 touchdowns. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane. You know. Regardless, though, I think we have our dog of the week for week 12 in the NFL. Episode number 11, though, for Turf Talks is Kyren Williams. Congratulations, Mr. Williams. Great week for you. I know you're obviously the starter, but hopefully you continue to keep up that pace because, hey, that was one hell of a day. Appreciate you, all of you that put your dogs of the weeks in the chat as well. Keep putting those in there. Who you think your dog of the week is? Let us know in the comments below. But hey, we'll send you a check soon here in the mail, Mr. K. Williams. And yeah, dog of the week, week number 12, guys. Which brings us to our final, segment of the day, and that's going to be our pick'ems. And this is what we talk about, where whoever loses the pick'ems is supposed to technically post an embarrassing TikTok on the TikTok. Only Spencer's
some people follow up, some people don't.
Yeah, I don't have the information for the TikTok, so I can't really do that.
I told you I don't use TikTok.
We could send it a different way. We don't have to just fucking do it like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have access to the one TikTok. No, you can just fucking use it your own and then just send it to us and we can post it that way. That's all it needs to be done. But you refuse to do it because you have pride, apparently, and that's why we don't do things.
I did not refuse. There was only one man that refused.
You just haven't done shit. I'm sorry, boys. We just haven't done it yet. So whichever reason, you tell me why it's hasn't.
It'll be coming out here by the end of the week.
Quote it or write it down. Promise.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
All right.
I said I don't use TikTok.
I don't use TikTok. I don't know how to do it. Bullshit.
You're right. I don't.
Okay, then
That's
You think
such
we
a-
know how to record a TikTok?
yeah, just
You know-
record.
you know
No, I
on
don't.
one of you dancing. Just record you on one dancing.
Such a pathetic excuse, Wyatt. I'm sorry. You gotta no. All right. Well, hey, let's dive into it. Last week, you said you had 12, Spence, correct?
I got them all right.
Yeah, well, I have to post 2 apparently, so.
You got 12 last week, though.
No, I got 14 out of 14. How many games were there? 14. I think I got them all. I haven't missed a game yet this year.
Shut the fuck up.
Sounds
You
about
got
right.
12. You got 12 out of however many it was. I know we talked about it earlier. Spence got 12 last week. I had 11 correct. Wyatt had 10, and then Trey was actually the loser again at 8. Trey, you suck, but who cares? Because you don't fucking follow through anyways. But hey, let's dive into this week's pick'ems. Starting off on Thursday night tomorrow, we have Seahawks, or technically today as you're watching this. We have the Seahawks versus the Cowboys. I'm going to go against it, not because I'm a fake fan, because I'm a real fan. I want to actually get this because I'm picking who I think is going to win, not who I want to win, who I think is going to win, which is the point of who do you pick? Who do you pick to actually win this game? I'm going Cowboys.
I was really hyping up the Seahawks there, but then I realized, oh shit, they're not at home. Well,
Nope, it's not. It's in Dallas.
Yeah, that's a little more difficult task.
But we are wearing throwback jerseys, which means we might play better. Just kidding.
Give me
But
the Cowboys.
Deron Bland's still playing.
Dude, if fucking Gino gives Deron Bland another pick 6, I'm gonna cry.
When he does,
I'll post that on TikTok. I'll cry. I'll be sitting there just crying.
I get these goosebumps every time.
I honestly could have put fucking him for dog of the week. Just for breaking that record.
Could have. But you didn't.
I think I need to get a defensive player in there.
Who do you guys got?
We
Cowboys?
didn't have a defensive player. Yep.
We had a couple
I got
defensive
Cowboys.
players right away. We had Khalil
Myles
Mack
Garrett.
and we had TJ Watt.
I never nominated DJ Watt.
They won though. TJ Watt and Myles Garrett won. Or not Myles Garrett. Khalil Mack won dog of the week.
Well, that's because he had like 8 sacks in one game.
Hey, like that 6-sack game or whatever it was.
I'm going Cowboys.
All right, I think Cowboys sweep this one. Next one was Steelers versus Cardinals. I think I'm gonna go Steelers on this one again, Trey. I've been voting for Steelers and they're getting wins. Look at that.
Trey, I'll go with you.
Yeah, Cardinals looked like ass last Sunday.
Even though they have Kyler back, it's not necessarily turning it around for them, that's for sure. But Steelers are going to get the
They
win,
are
in my opinion. All right, Falcons versus Jets. Ooh, that'd be going to be a tough
Jets.
one.
Fuck the Falcons.
JTE.
I think they're
Give
going
me
to
the Falcons.
they're going to be rejuvenated, knowing that Aaron Rodgers is almost back to practicing with them. They're going to get the win. Jets get the win.
Give me the
At
Falcons.
home.
All right. 3 Jets, 1 Falcon. We'll see what happens. Broncos versus Texans. 2 pretty hot teams right now. I'm going to go
Unexpected.
Broncos. I'm riding this Broncos chain right now of Russell Wilson.
Not so fast.
That's true. Wyatt's favorite team, the Texans, are going to play them.
I'm going Texans.
Smart pick, Trey. Smart pick. It's a
CJ
trap
Stroud
game.
is so fucking good.
This is a trap
He's
game
so
right there.
goddamn good, dude. I was watching that game because it was on after the Steelers one and it was still recorded. Holy fucking shit, dude. He is so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's
Playing
dumb.
Playing damn good football. But you know who else is playing damn good football? Russell Wilson right now. Playing
I don't
damn
give a
good
fuck.
football.
Sean Payton's a cheater.
Okay. Who do you got there, Spence?
Bounty
Texans.
hunter.
And don't
You
need to
got
get me
Texans
started on
too?
Ben Roethlisberger.
All right.
Spencer knows
so
all
we
about
had-
that bounty hunter.
So we had 3 Texans, 1 Bronco. We'll see what happens. Lions versus Saints. Sorry, Spence. I got to go to Lions on this one.
I'm going Lions.
Going
At
Lions.
least he's real. He's a real fan.
I'm already taking Saints. I don't know why you're sitting here waiting for me.
I'm waiting for Wyatt.
I said Lions.
He's from
Oh,
Lions.
okay. Colts versus Titans. I'm going to go Colts, dude. Colts have been hot. I like
Boys
Colts.
are back. Never mind.
Immediately just goes out again.
Yep. Colts.
Colts,
Colts versus who? He said.
Titans.
Titans.
I'm gonna go Titans. Sorry, why did I say that wrong?
He wasn't impressed.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, who do we got?
Chargers.
Chargers versus Patriots. I'm gonna go Chargers too.
Holy shit, the
Patriots.
Chargers actually might get a win here.
Patriots are bad, dude. Patriots are not good.
Fucking awful.
Dude, Boley might kill himself if the fucking Chargers lose.
That'd be bad.
I don't even know if we're allowed to say that on YouTube.
I don't know. We did last time.
it's
Dolphins
just a
versus Commanders. I think I gotta go Dolphins in this one. But I feel like this could be a really close game for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like
Trap game.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins.
Okay. Panthers versus Buccaneers.
Panthers.
Panthers fresh off of their firing their head coach Frank Reich. You think it's going to make a difference against the Bucs?
Yep. I'm going Panthers.
That is true. Whoever is the interim coach right now, they tend to get wins, for whichever reason when they, their first game in. Never know. I'm going to go Bucs. I'm going Bucs.
I heard Cam Newton's coming back to be the coach for him.
I'm back.
Yeah, we'll see how far that gets him.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Bill Belichick can't win games. So what are we talking about? Cam Newton trying to win games? Come on,
that's true. Next one is Browns versus Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I'm gonna go Browns.
Give me the Rams.
I will say it's impressive how much Trey's actually won and gotten correct so far this league because he only goes against the the Steelers' divisional rivals. It's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
I agree with Trey on this one. I got the Rams.
Rams. Okay.
I'm good with it.
All right. There we go. 49ers, Eagles. Whoo! What a game. It's going to be Sunday, 3:25. Damn.
America's game of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be – I'm going to go Eagles, but I think this could be such
This is in Philly, right? This is in Philly?
It's in Philly,
that's
yes.
the Eagles game. That's Eagles.
I'm going 49ers.
I'm going Niners.
Okay. All right. Split that one. And then Sunday night game is the Chiefs versus Packers. Watch Packers just come out of nowhere and get this win.
I'm going Chiefs.
Going Packers.
I'm going Packers too. I was going to say I'm going to go Packers in this one, Wyatt. I think this is a trap game of trap games.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Chiefs.
All right. Split that one too. And then the Monday night game next week is going to be Bengals versus Jaguars, Battle of the Cats. I am going to go Jaguars in this one. Bengals did not look good at all, in my opinion.
Give me the Jags.
And I'm going to have them winning by 87.
35.
42.
35 points.
Speaking
it's
of
total, it's total points scored.
Yep, 35.
I put 87.
Zach, you said Battle of the what?
Battle
the
of
Bengals
the Cats.
might not score.
The Cats. Did you see that the 49ers play all 5 birds teams in a row?
Well, they play the Seahawks twice, but yeah, they have 5 consecutive bird games. Like bird
I
games
usually put 42.
Yeah, like Seahawks, Cardinals,
That's what I usually
Ravens, whatever the other one is then on top of that. Seahawks again, I think is what it was.
So it's like, it's insane.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
like
any
5
team's ever
straight.
done that.
Yeah, 5 straight birds. Oh. And then Eagles. Yeah, Eagles are in there too.
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, but wild. Well, we're locking it in. I have the combined score is 87 between that one. Just because it's not going to.
What is there, a shootout?
It's not going to matter.
Yeah, a shootout on Monday night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is a tiebreaker.
Fine, 35.
Whoa.
Yep, copycat.
Is that what you said?
Copycat,
scumbag, copycat.
Did you say 35?
Dickhead.
Oh, I didn't even hear 35. That's on me.
Yeah, okay, dude.
I'll do 42.
Yep.
I did
42.
I'm just kidding.
Trey, I do 42 every week. 42 every week.
I do 42 every week.
It's okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's okay because Trey and I are real fans, so we can do 42.
Yep.
42 is Jackie Robinson, which is the real one, and you guys aren't real. So
I'm
get the
going
fuck out of chat.
32. I'm going 32 then. All right. Well, that sucks. I don't know how we're gonna fucking get rid of that.
What did he do?
Both of you motherfuckers are doing shit.
What?
This is for
I'm a
Arrowhead.
team player. I support my team.
All right. Well,
Arrowhead.
that's actually all we got for the show, guys. Appreciate you guys all watching. A little bit shorter of an episode than it was previously. I don't think we could have gotten any longer in last week's episode. But again, hey, let us know who your dog of the week was this week. I know there wasn't a ton of options this week for huge games, but hey, there's still some pretty impressive games out there. Let us know, who do you think is in your, who's the playoff picture? What do you think? Who's going to be the sleeper this year compared to what we've been seeing so far? Team. Oh, you're going to say what? The fucking Steelers?
Yeah.
Yep. Delusional. Can I get Rip in the chat? Because Trey is completely brain dead at this point and has no original thoughts anymore. He's lost at this point. What's that?
He's like AB.
Yeah. Man, Vontaze Burfict just fucking
keep sleeping on
shit
us.
Out of Trey, and that's why he's
keep sleeping on us.
I'm not sleeping. I'm just saying you're not as good as you think you are. But hey, appreciate you guys all watching again. We'll get this out tomorrow, which is technically today on Thursday. We'll see you guys then. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.